We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. How do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw it. Minshew. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bears will extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, they give us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
52, 60, 60. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check it backer, check it backer.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
He's across midfield.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Minshew. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Bears 14, Giants nothing.
the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
First down, Bears.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. You draw quarter. I'm coming after you. Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Here we go. 10 logo.
Watch your slap.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. He'll rifle this, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Man open, it's Goodwin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
23 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Number 27.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew, Mecole Hardman the intended target, and now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To go.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Watch the eye. Under 10. Under 10. 10. You gonna take 10. You got to check smash. Check smash.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
So nice number one, nice number one.
That's a run. They're running it. Mike one.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Take over 1st and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
10-2 start.
Hey, Jet.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's second down.
Blue down. Mike 8. Hey, Delta.
Throwing on second and long. Minshew rolling to his left. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Completes it to Hardman. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Minshew. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First down, Bears.
Ready? 50, plant. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Minshew sets to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Fournette. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
At the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Davion Taylor came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Number 88. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 58 right there. Look at me. Zipper. Snap.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
Let's go now. 10-2 song. 2 times.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Ready? Let's go. 10 logo.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
58. Hey, nice 7. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. Touchdown, Chicago! Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, echo.
It'll be Minshew again. Buying time to his left. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Bears 33. Giants.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this 4th quarter. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Everson Griffin. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. You must be.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Minshew going to keep it on the sneak. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. Now the Giants are going to get the football back. Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Number 37.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Again, it's Mixon. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell 1 step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better off-season conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.